Good day! This is Teacher Rowan. I'll be your guide in exploring Google Apps for education, for teaching and learning. In Google for Education, teachers can connect and collaborate easily while staying on task. It gives teachers the freedom to spend more time personalizing the learning experience and less time managing it. Students can learn essential skills such as 21st century problem solving, which they can use it in their future careers. As such, the accessibility features will also help and assist every learner to do their best work. Google offers different useful applications that we can use to connect education to technology. This will help our teachers as a 21st century educators to innovate and find ways on how to make teaching and learning more exciting, engaging, effective, and flexible to the demands of the society. Let's re-explore the education experience by discovering new angles to create, collaborate, and communicate as one. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Ang pagkatuto huwag gawing komplikado. Sulong edukalidad.
Magandang araw, Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang ETUlay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang ETUlay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng ICT's Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del P. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang at mga guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa rehiyon ng Calabarzon at kilala sa tawag na Pivot ang ginagamit sa ating ETUlay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
Ayan, good afternoon. O magandang tanghali pala. Batiin ko muna yung mga buena manong nag-comment. Ayan si Akisha Ariola. She's watching from Pangaw Integrated School, a 6 Escoda pupil. Good afternoon, Akisha. Ayan, supin natin si Akisha dito sa ETUlay online tutorial natin. Si Megan D. din, Elia Kim Crespino, Elton Jacob Cruz. Good afternoon din sa inyo. Kay Aisha Mathina de la Cruz, kay Santino, Angelo Manzanero Edra, good afternoon. Kay Casey Talambayan, kay Jenica Sunga, Gabriel Carubin, kay Renz Christian Tobias Pabico. Yan, good afternoon sa inyo. So for today, welcome to our week 6 of our tutorial session brought to us by Department of Education, DepEd Online, and Educational Technology Unit. So ang ating session today ay para sa Math 6, Quarter 3, wait lang, Week 5 pa ba? Wait, mali yata itong aking nakuhang. Ayan, mali nga, sorry. So I will be opening another file. So dapat kasi Week 6 tayo this Math Talino Day. Ayan, so Week 6. Okay, there. So last time, yung diniscuss ni Tutor Janet sa inyo, ang calculating speed, distance, and time. Pero for today, dahil nga week 6 na tayo ng quarter 3, ang tatalakayin natin ay ang solving problems involving area of composite figures. Ayan, so geometry. So kailangan maging familiar tayo sa mga formula ng basic plane figures like circle, rectangle, triangle, and square. Kasi by the way, ito yung ating pinanggalingan ng ating PowerPoint presentation, ang module from Schools Division of Negros Oriental at ang kanilang development team. Thank you po sa inyo. So yung objectives natin today ay ito. Find the area of composite figures formed by any two or more of the following. So limited lang sa mga plane figures na ito ang mga composite figures na ating makikita sa ating presentation. Triangle, square, rectangle, circle, and semicircle. And to solve routine and non-routine problems involving area of composite figures formed by what was mentioned earlier. Yan. So unahin natin ito. So paspasin natin. Yan. Good afternoon po sa mga humabol na nag-comment. So for this part, we're going to complete the table. So sa first column or left column, meron tayong mga pangalan ng plane figure dyan. Yung others ay hindi naka-reveal. Sa right column pala or second column, nandoon naman yung formula in computing for the area of the plane figure. So unahin natin, circle. So ano ang formula in computing for the area of a circle? Yan, so grade 6 na kayo, tama? So I think as early as grade 4 or grade 3, na ituturo na ba ito? Yan, hello po sa mga taga San Ildefonso, Bulacan. Ayan, may sumagot na, si Casey Talambayan, ayan, dapat nga, medyo na lang na, dapat A yun. A equals pi r squared, kasi yung C is for circumference, yan. So pi r squared, very good. So area is equal to pi r squared, where r, of course, stands for the radius of the circle. At syempre, yung pi, yan yung ratio ng circumference at diameter ng circle. Yan. Tama naman, Casey, kaso lang dapat yung ating label para sa area ay gawin nating A. Para hindi tayo malito sa circumference at sa area. Yan. Tama din man si Gabriel Carupin. Yes. Pi times radius. Very good. Next, if the formula for computing the area of the plane figure is A equals 1/2 of the product of B and H, where B stands for the base and H stands for the height. Yan ay para sa, yes, tama si Bricks Gonzalez. Okay, sure ka, hindi ka sure? Sure ka dapat dahil yan ang tama. Yes, tama din naman si Akisha. Yan, sunod-sunod yung mga nagsabi ng triangle. Very good kayo. Yes, that's for triangle. So, you get the product of the base and the height and then get its half to get the area. Next, ito very basic din ito dapat sa inyo. Area is computed by squaring S, which stands for the side length of the figure. What is the name of the figure? Yes, tama. Sure na si Casey. Yes, square po yan. Very good. Okay, so area is equal to S times S, or in exponential form, S squared. Lastly, for rectangle, yes, tama ka, Margo. Yes, square yun. Ay siya dapat square, hindi siya, kasi ang cube ay solid figure yun. So, the plane figure ang pinag-uusapan natin. Okay? So, dapat square lang. Stick tayo kay square, wag muna sa cube. Okay? Last na lang. Ayan, si Elia Kim Crispina may sagot na. LW or length times width. Very good. So, the rectangle's area is computed by getting the product of the length and the width. Yeah. So, we're going to practice how to use each formula by solving a problem. So, unahin natin. What is the area of the floor of a room if it is in the shape of a square and has a side length of 14 meters? So, area nung floor, nung kwarto. At yung floor ay hugis parisukat. Binanggit naman yan. So, ang binanggit lang dyan ay side length. Kasi nga, sa square, ang length tsaka width niya ay parehas lang naman. Kaya, okay lang na mabigyan tayo ng side length as an information about the square. So, first, we're going to show the formula we are going to use, which is A equals S squared, in which A stands for the area and S stands for the side length. So this is the formula to be used. And based on the problem, we are given that side length is 14 meters. And therefore, yan, may mga sumagot na. Very good kayo. Sophia, Gabriel, Nelson, yeah, Casey, Akisha. Ang dami sumasagot ng tama. Yes, Erin, Jenica, Maria Cristina, very good. Akisha din. Bricks, yes, tama. Megan D, yes. So we're going to square 14 meters, and it means 14 meters times itself, which means that the area is 196 square meters. Very good. So that's it. Next problem now. A circular garden has a diameter of 24 meters. What is its area? So we are given, okay, a garden which is circular. And the diameter of that garden is given, which is 24 meters. So how do we compute for the area? Of course, again, unahin nating i-recall yung formula. Okay, para guided tayo sa pagsusolve. So the area of a circle is computed by multiplying pi by the square of the radius. Yan. So, hindi binigay ang radius ng garden. Instead, ang binigay dyan ay diameter. So how do we compute for the diameter of a circle? Are you familiar with the relationship of diameter and the radius? Ba, may sumagot na ng ano ha? 452.16. Sige. We'll see if you are correct, Sophia. Yan. And your answer is also the answer of Gabriel Carubin and Maria Cristina Belmonte. Yan. Tignan natin ha. So, the radius, yes, may sumagot. Si Elia Kim, very good, 12. Kasi ang radius ay kalahati ng diameter. So, the radius of a circle is half as long as the diameter. Very good, Gabriel. Yes, that's correct. Aisha, yes, that's correct. 12. Yes, 24 divided by 2. Yeah, 12. So, by substitution, we show that the area of the garden is equal to pi times the square of 12 meters. So, pakita natin yung sagot sa 12 meters squared. That is 144 square meters. Ayan. Minsan, sinasabi sa test or sa exam, express the area in terms of pi. Meaning, we just have to, express the answer this way. So, in terms of pi, area of the circular garden is 144 pi square meters. So, pinagdikit lang natin yung constant na 144 at yung constant din naman na pi. Okay? Remember, pi is also a constant. It has a value na ano nga lang, non-repeating, non-terminating, so irrational number yung pi. Now, if we are going to use pi equals 3.14, so you are correct. Your answer, 452.16 square meters is correct. Yan, very good. Halos lahat naman nakuha yata yung sagot, no? So, tama. Yes. And, yes, it's okay that you use calculator para mas mabilis. Para masanay din kayo how to use such device. Okay, let's proceed to the next problem. Here is the next one. A triangular structure has a base of 36 meters and a height of 75 meters. What is the area or what is its area? So, obviously, ito ay application ng area of a triangle. So, therefore, we show the formula to be used, which is this one. The formula given by the equation A equals 1/2 of the product of B and H, where B stands for the base, in which it is, in this case, is 36 meters, and H, which is the height, is 75 meters. So by substitution, yes, Kerubin, that's the answer. So let me just show the solution. So by substitution, we show that area equals 1/2 the product of 36 meters and 75 meters. And therefore, the area should be half of 2,700 square meters, which is equal to 1,350 square meters. So very good kayo ni Nina, Maria Cristina Belmonte, Kisda Lambayan at Sofia Nesh Bagasa. Yan. Para may mga ano ako talagang nagre-recite ng mga estudyante. Next, dito naman. The width of a rectangle is 8 centimeters and its length is twice its width. What is its area? So yung width, okay, binigay yung measure niya, 8 centimeters, but the length, it's described in terms of the width. Okay, anyhow, this is an application of area of a rectangle. And the formula for that is this. Area equals length times width, or L times W. So for the width, it is, directly mentioned, 8 centimeters, while the width, the length is said to be twice the width. So therefore, we just show that L, or the length, is 2 times 8 centimeters, which means L is 16 centimeters. So multiply natin yung L sa W. By substitution, we have A equals 16 cm by 8 cm. And therefore, yes, you're correct. 128 square centimeters. Very good. Grade 6 students. Yes. Tama kayo. Okay, next. Yan. So we now go to the main agenda for today, composite figures. So these are the examples. And I got this from www.amathsdictionaryforkids.com. So these are the examples of composite figures. So composite figures are often split into their component shapes to calculate area. So from the word composite, ibig sabihin, binuo ng iba't ibang figure. So plain figures ang bumubuo sa mga yan. So example, itong naka-blue, in blue color. So this is made up of a rectangle. This could also be another rectangle, which is just smaller in area, and 2 triangles, or right triangles to be specific. Here, the next one is made up of a rectangle and a semicircle. The next one, which is in green color, made up of rectangles and triangles. Yung pang-apat, yung una sa baba, in purple or magenta pa tawag dito, dalawang rectangle at isang square. Square na siguro ito. Tapos itong next, rectangle ulit, tapos triangle, tapos triangle ulit. Tapos itong pang-anim, yung panghuli, which is a hexagon, is split into 6 triangles. So mga composite figures ang tawag dyan. And to compute for the area of each one, we need to split it into its components para mas mag-gets natin how to compute for the area. Yan. So let's have practice number 1 agad-agad. So let's compute for the area of this given composite figure. So para ito yung kanina sa example natin na in purple ba tawag dito? Yes. Violet ba o purple? Hindi ko alam ang kaibahan ng dalawang kulay na yan. Sorry. Ayan. So it is made up or formed by a rectangle and a semicircle. So syempre, ang rectangle ay ito, yung parehaba. Tapos yung itong kabila, yung kabilang component ay yung semicircle. So, we can observe or we observe that itong rectangle at yung semicircle, they share one segment. So, yung segment na yon, ito yon. So, yung in dashed form. So, yung segment na yon corresponds to the width, which is 5 inches long. At yung 12 inches sa figure na yan ay yung length naman ng rectangle. At syempre, if the width of the rectangle is 5 inches, which is this one, saka ito, syempre itong diameter ng semicircle is also 5 inches kasi nga shared segment yan ng rectangle at ng diameter, ng semicircle. Yan. Okay, so it means that the area of the composite figure in this problem is equal to the sum of the area of the rectangle and the area of the semicircle. So let's compute for the area of the rectangle. Madali lang yung tama. Because we have to multiply lang 12 by 5. And we will get 60 square inches. So this is the area of the rectangle part of the composite figure. So yan yung ating gagamitin later to compute for the area of the composite figure itself. Now, we proceed to getting the area of the semicircle. Yes, tama yung mga nabigay ng 60 square inches na area ng rectangle. Very good. Now, how do we compute for the area of a semicircle? O, semi, ibig sabihin kalahati. Kalahati ng circle, ibig sabihin, yung area niya ay equal sa kalahati ng area ng circle. Therefore, the formula we're going to use is just this equation. Kung aalisin mo yung 1/2, area equals pi r squared. That is for the circle. Pero pag semicircle, lagyan mo lang ng 1/2 kasi nga ang area ng semicircle ay kalahati or 1/2 ng area, 1/2 ng area ng circle. So, we just have to determine lang muna yung radius ng semicircle na yan. Kasi we are given or in the figure, we can see na yung diameter niya ay 5 inches. Okay? So remember, ang diameter is a chord of a circle that passes through the center. Meaning it connects 2 points on the circle and it has to pass through the center. So This is an example of that, of a diameter. So even a semicircle has a diameter at yan. So ang radius niyan, syempre kalahati ng 5 ay 2.5. Very good, Emil. Yes, that's correct. And therefore, by patterning our solution after the given formula, we have, okay, and we have to use pi equals 3.14. We show that area of the semicircle equals 1/2 times 3.14 times the square of 2.5 inches. For the next line of solution, pakita lang natin yung sagot dun sa square of 2.5 inches, which is 6.25 square inches. So, ibig lang sabihin, we just have to multiply all these three quantities to get the area of the semicircle. So, 1/2 times 3.14 times 6.25. So, yes, you can use your calculator and you should get that the area of the semicircle is equal to 9.8125 square inches. So, yan yung area ng semicircle. Okay, so ilagay natin sa figure. So, yung area ng rectangle ay 60 square inches, while the area of the semicircle is 9.8125 square inches. So, very good. Binigay na agad ni Maria Cristina yung sum at ni Sofia. Yes. So, since the figure is formed by a rectangle and semicircle, we simply add, okay, to get the area of the composite figure. And yes, you're going to get 69.8125 square inches. Ayan. Be careful lang sa unit ha, Maria Cristina. Okay, sayang kasi yung sagot. Kung quiz B ito, hindi yun ko consider ng mga arbiter natin. Yes, dapat square inches. Okay? Let's have the second one. Ayan. So, ano kayang figures, plain figures ang bumubuo dito? So, mukha itong ano, no? Tawag dito, mukha ba siyang sapatos na may mga corners lang? Ayan. So, we can draw a dashed line from this point down. Ayan. And we have here a quadrilateral. Okay? Kung saan ang length ay 16 inches at ang width ay 16 inches din. Ibig sabihin, parehas ang length and width. It just means that the figure here is a square. Now, since this, okay, part here is also part of the square, okay, a side of the square, ibig sabihin, itong buong segment na to, this solid black line and this red dashed line, okay, ang buong yan ay 16 inches din. Ibig sabihin, kung 8 inches yung black solid line, ano naman yung sukat ng red dashed line? Pag pinag-add yan, dapat 16. So therefore, 8 inches din ang sukat ng red dashed line na yan. And makikita natin na itong maliit na plain figure sa kanan, itong quadrilateral din, ay 8 inches by 8 inches din siya. Which means, it is also a square. And, ano ba yung formulang area for a square? And therefore pala, ang composite figure ay formed by a bigger square and a smaller square. Yeah, St. Francis Square. Great buys all the time. Joke. Nag-sponsor pa tayo. Joke. Okay. So we have to compute for the area of the bigger square muna. And so syempre, ang area is equal to s squared. Okay. If the side length is 16 inches, therefore the area should be equal to the square of 16 inches, which is 256 square inches. So, if, okay, yung mga binigay nyo ay area for the bigger square, you're correct. 256 inches. Yes, square inches, tama. Now, for the smaller square, ganun din naman. Apply or use the formula A equals S squared. So, the side length is S. We show that area is equal to the square of 8 inches, which means the area of the smaller square is 64 square inches. And then, pag-add lang natin yung dalawang yan, pagpuntugin lang natin, joke lang. Pag-add lang natin, and we should get 320. Yes. May mga nabigyan na kanyang 320. Yes. Tama ka, Maria Cristina Belmonte, Emil Rayjan Jacob. Okay, C. Di ka na naman sure? Yes. Tama naman yung sagot mo. Sofia, tama din. Yes, Akisha, tama yan. Yung unang square. Very good. Yes. Rich Arwin Camus. Okay din, tama. Yes, very good. Aisha, Gianna Claire, Jerez. Yes, tama. Next naman. So this time, this is the composite figure. And we can see that it is composed of what? Of what plane figures? It is formed by a triangle and a semicircle ulit. Yes, Casey, tama. Okay? So, syempre, yung tatsulok dyan, yun yung triangle. At itong sa baba, yan naman yung semicircle. Anong real-life object ba may ganitong sukat? Ay, may ganitong shape? Para siyang, ice cream na nakataob. Yung sinaserve ng, ano bang tindahan yan? Yan. So, pinaghiwalay muna natin. Okay? Kahit masakit. Hindi, joke lang. Para mas ma-gets natin how to compute for the area of the figure. So, this is the top part is the triangular part and this one is the semicircle. So, yung shared segment ng dalawang yan, okay, ay ito, yung may dash na line. Okay? Which is 6 yards in length. So, yung 4 yards dyan, yung segment drawn from the vertex of the triangle to the side opposite to it, which is perpendicular to that side, is the height, okay, which is 4 yards, or the altitude of the triangle. And yung 6 yards ay diameter naman yun ng semicircle. At the same time, yan din naman yung base. Kaya yung base ng triangle ay 6 yards din. So, ibig sabihin, compute natin yung area ng triangle, pati ng semicircle, pag-add natin, then we get the answer. Na yung area ng composite figure. Okay, let's start. So, area of a triangle is given by the formula A equals 1/2 the product of base and height. So, by substitution, we just have to show that A is equal to 1/2 of the product of 6 yards and 4 yards, which is equal to 1/2 of 24 square yards, which means that the area of the triangle, masyadong excited, dapat kinalahati muna bago kayo nag-comment. It should be 12 square yards. Be careful ulit sa unit ha, dahil area ito dapat mayroong exponent na 2. Okay? Kasi pag 12 yards lang, that is just a linear measure. Maghahaba lang yun. So dapat may square or may exponent na 2. So tama yan, area. Yes. The area of the triangle is 12 square yards. Now, we compute for the area of the semicircle. Kagaya sa kaninang ginawa natin, we use the formula area equals 1/2 pi r squared. Now, based on the figure, ang diameter ng semicircle ay 6 yards. And, which means that, yes, tama ka Eliakim, the radius is 3 yards. And by substitution, the area of the semicircle should be equal to, by using pi, equals 3.14. Area equals 1/2 of the product of 3.14 and the square of 3 yards. So, ang square ng 3 yards, syempre ay 9 square yards, which means we have to multiply 1/2, 3.14, and 9 to get the area of the semicircle, which is, yes, 14.13 square yards. Very good. So, yun yung ating mga area ng mga component no composite figure. So again, we just have to add them to get the area of the composite figure. And we should get 26.13 square yards. Okay? Okay, next na tayo. This time, we're going to find the area naman of the shaded region. So ang first figure natin is a circle inscribed in a square. What do you know about a circle that inscribed in a square? So, sabi ng varsitytutors.com, when a circle is inscribed in a square, anong emoji yan, Casey? Oink, oink. When a circle is inscribed in a square, the diameter of the circle is equal to the side length of the square. Yan. So, yung diameter ng circle, yun din ang magiging side length ng square. So, based on the figure, makikita naman natin na Okay? Yung measure ng diameter ay 12 inches. Yan. So, yun yung diameter. At ibig sabihin, yung side length ng square ay 12 inches din. Okay? And to get the area of the shaded region, we have, okay, to subtract the area of the circle from the area of the square, or area of the square minus area of the circle. Yan. Yes, good afternoon, Gianna Claire. And sa mga taga Mangilag Sur Elementary School ng Candelaria, Quezon. Yan. Yan, alam niyo bang fan na fan kami ng misis ko ni Meses na taga Quezon pala, kaya pala ganoon ang kanyang Tagalog. Yan. So, let's begin computing for the area of the components. Let's start with the area of the square. Okay? Very good. May sagot agad. Bilis. Angelo, Usman, and Methina de la Cruz. Ang ganda ng pangalan. Aisha Methina. So, area of a square, syempre dapat kompleto para matuwa si teacher na hindi lang sagot agad. So, area of the square is equal to s squared. Okay? If the side length is 12 inches, therefore, the area of the square is equal to the square of 12 inches, which is, therefore, 144 square inches. Very good. Yes, that's the answer for the area of the square. Next. Area of the circle. So, 12 inches in diameter. By the way, this is a formula. Area of a circle is pi r squared. Diameter is 12 inches. It follows then that the radius is half of 12, which is 6. So, 6 inches ang radius natin. So, using pi, which is equal to 3.14, we show that area of the circle is equal to 3.14 times the square of 6 inches, which means that the area is equal to the product of 3.14 and 36 square inches. Yes. So, 113.04 square inches ang area ng circle. Yes, very good. Megan D, Aisha. Yes, tama yung inyong nakuhang area for the circle. So, now, we are ready to compute for the area of the composite figure. We just have to subtract the two areas we obtained earlier. So, yung area ng square minus area ng circle. So, 144 square inches minus 113.04 square inches. So, tama ba yung 30.96? Yes, tama yun, Maria Cristina Belmonte. Yes, and Jerence Usman. Very good. So, that is the area of the shaded region. And I remember, nag-enjoy akong tinuturo to sa mga students ko nung nasa private school pa ako, sa mga grade 6 learners din doon, sa Livingstone International School sa Angeles City. Yes, very good, Emil. Next, ayan. So, ang next figure natin ay dalawang concentric circles. Baka tinawag na concentric kasi parehas sila ng center. Ibig sabihin nan, yung radius ng maliit na circle ay part or segment ng radius ng malaking circle. So, based on the figure, yung radius na 2 centimeters ay para dun sa smaller circle. At yung radius na 4 centimeters ay para naman doon sa bigger circle. So, alam natin na to get the area of the shaded region, we have to subtract ulit. Tama? Area of the bigger minus area of the smaller circle. Yan. So, syempre, ang formula, anumang size ng circle ay ito pa din. Area equals pi r squared. So, let A sub BC denote the area of the bigger circle. So, BC stands for bigger circle. Para hindi ganong mahabang nakikita. Area of bigger circle equals pi r squared. So, the radius is already given as shown by the figure. So, 4 centimeters. So, we have to use 3.14 for the value of pi. So, area of the bigger circle must be equal to 3.14 times the square of 4 centimeters, which is equal to 3.14 times 16 square centimeters. And that should be equal to 50.24 square centimeters. Okay? So, yun yung area ng bigger circle. 50.24 square centimeters. Yes. Hello po, Ma'am Jenny Perez from Santo Rosario Elementary School, Aliaga. Okay. SDO Annex. Next, we compute for the area of the smaller circle this time. So, again, the formula will be A equals pi r squared. But this time, i-denote natin na yung area ng smaller circle by using this symbol, A sub SC. SC stands for smaller circle. So radius is 2 centimeters. Then by substitution and using pi equals 3.14, we show that area of the smaller circle is 3.14 times the square of 2 centimeters. And this is rewritten as area equals 3.14 times 4 square centimeters, which means that the smaller circle has an area equal to 12.56 square centimeters. Ayan, si Akisha, may sagot na agad. Parang tama naman, yes. Familiar sa akin yung 37.68. Si Casey din may sagot na pala. At yes. So, if we have already computed the areas of the components, we have to subtract lang. Okay? 50.24 minus 12.56. Yes, you are correct. Including Saturnino, Elka, the second, Ricardo, yeah. Yung 12.56, yes, para sa smaller circle yan. Very good. 37.68, yes. Erin Daniel, that's correct. Jose Emmanuel Lanting, yes, that's also correct. 37.68 square centimeters. Yan. Okay. Let's proceed to the next figure. So this time, we have a triangle in a rectangle. Excuse me. Yes, tama yan, Ricardo Tuiza. Kaya na typing ka pa lang, no? Kaya pala walang lumitaw na comment sa na nakita. Yan. Okay. So may mga markings or labels dito. Okay? Mayroong 16 centimeters yung sa taas. Tapos dito naman sa gilid ay 12 centimeters. At itong sa baba naman ay 14 centimeters. So labelan natin ano yung mga yan. So syempre yung 16 centimeters, yan yung length ng rectangle. While yung 12 centimeters, yan naman yung width. While yung 14 centimeters, that will be, of course, the base of the triangle. O, syempre, dapat alamin din natin yung height ng triangle. Ay, thank you, Renz, Christian, Tobias, Pabico. Na-miss niyo ba ako? Last time kasi medyo busy. Thank you kay Teacher Janet ulit for taking the task to tutor you sa calculating distance, speed, and time. Hello po sa mga taga Santa Cruz Central Elementary School from SDO Laguna. Yes. Okay. Oh, now, how do we compute for the, do we have to compute? We just have to look at the figure. Ano ba yung height ng triangle? Di ba? We can draw a segment from the vertex, okay, to the side opposite it, which is this one, yung base. Such that, okay, perpendicular yung segment na yun. Kasi yun yung definition ng altitude or height ng triangle. It is a perpendicular segment drawn from the vertex to the side opposite the said vertex. Yan. So ito yan. Okay? And, take note, itong segment na to ay parallel dito sa segment na to, which is also the width. So ibig sabihin, okay, which is also perpendicular to this segment here, a part of which is the base of the triangle, which just means that, or which suggests that, this height of the triangle is also 12 centimeters. Okay? Yan, may sagot na si Akish. Ang bilis, ha? Okay. So, syempre, yung area ng shaded region should be equal to area of the rectangle minus area of the triangle. Now, let's compute for the area of the rectangle. Mabilisan na lang. So, length times width, 16 times 12, it should be 192 square centimeters. Yes, Rich. Arwin Camus, nakalimutan natin yung cm, ha? Next time, be careful, ha? Pero tama yung 192. Very good. Thank you. Gerence, yes, tama din yan. 192. Yan yung area ng rectangle. Yes, bricks. Yan. Okay. Akisha, yes, tama yung sa area ng rectangle. Next, sa area ng triangle, so base times height, tapos get the half. 14 times 12, and then get the half. So get the half of 168, it should be 84. So that is the area of the triangle, 84 square centimeters. So therefore, by subtracting the area of the triangle from the area of the rectangle, we should get 108 square centimeters. Very good. Sophia, Gianna Claire, Casey, Dwayne, Erin, Megan, wait lang, sunod-sunod yung mga pumapasok. Yes. Okay, Erin, tama. Tama yung mga binigay ninyong mga sagot. Yes, Erin, that's for the triangle. So 108 square centimeters yung area ng shaded region. Okay. Ayan. I think we're down to the last part of our session this afternoon. Okay, a word problem, an application of dealing with area of composite figures. So we have this one, a photograph measuring 10 centimeters by 4 centimeters is mounted on a rectangular cardboard, leaving a margin of 3 centimeters all around. Find the area of the cardboard. Siyempre, mas madali itong isolve kapag i-drawing natin. Okay, kahit di ganang accurate. So, example, ito. This yellow rectangle will represent the cardboard or the rectangular cardboard mentioned in the problem. So, ito yung walang dimensions. Ito yung hahanapan natin ng area later. Tapos, dyan minount, dyan dinikit. Okay? Yung photograph, yung picture, na ang dimension ay 10 cm by 4 cm. So, ito yan. So, yung haba, tapos lawak. Tama ba? Basta 10 cm by 4. Tapos, may margin from the photograph to the edge of the cardboard. All around, 3 centimeters. So, pakita natin yan. So, yan yung tatawag na margin. Okay? So, 3 centimeters ang margin sa bawat side. Okay? Yung distance ng photograph dun sa edge ng cardboard. Now, of course, we need to get the dimensions of the cardboard para maalam natin yung area. Okay? So, how do we do that? So, by using this given visual or drawing. So, alam natin na yung mga nakahigang arrow. Yan. I-blink natin para makita yung aking tinutukoy. Yan. So, yung margin na yan o yung arrow na signify ng 3 cm margin, okay, ay part yan ng, okay, yung 3 cm, part yan nung sa length nung cardboard. So, yan. So, 3 cm. From both ends, may 3 cm na tayo. So, ibig sabihin, the length of the cardboard should be 6 cm plus. Kasi wala pa yung sa gitna yung sandwich. Tama ba? Hindi. Yung palampalaman ng dalawang 3 cm sa bawat dulo. So, of course, this part here, okay, ang haba niyan ay syempre should be equal to the length of the photograph, which is 10 centimeters. Yan, yung may black arrow. I-blink natin. Yan. So, dalhin natin sa taas din. So, nabuo na yung ating length, no? That is for 10 centimeters. So, ibig sabihin, yung length ng cardboard ay 3 cm plus 10 cm plus 3 cm. Now, for the width, we're going to get yung given na 3 cm ulit yung margin all around the cardboard because of the mounted photograph. Ibig sabihin, yung dalawang 3 cm na yan, okay, comprise, okay, the width of the cardboard. So, ibig sabihin, 6 cm plus din siya. Kasi 3 cm plus 3 cm ay 6 cm na yon. And yung remaining portion ng width should be obtained from the information na 4 cm yung width ng photograph. So, that means part din yan ng width ng cardboard, which is 4 cm. So, it means that the length is 16 centimeters while the width is 10 centimeters. So, ano yung mabinigay niyong sagot? Bakit parang saan galing? Yes, yung binigay niyong 40 square centimeters, yan yung area ng photograph, tama? So, ang hinahanap natin ay yung area ng cardboard. So, to do that, we had to get the dimensions of the cardboard. So, nakuha na natin 16 cm yung length while 10 cm naman yung width. Okay? Paano naging 16? Kasi nga, di ba, may margin na 3 cm all around. So, 3 plus 10, 13 plus 3, 16. Yun yung length. Tapos sa width naman, 3 cm itong margin dito, plus the width ng photograph na 4, so 7. Plus another 3 cm na margin, so dapat 10 yun, so 10 cm. So 16 by 10 ang dimension ng ating cardboard, which means that the area of the cardboard, following the formula given by A equals LW, it should be equal to 160 square centimeters. Yan. So yun yung area ng cardboard. Now, may pahabol akong tanong. Okay. ano yung area ng cardboard na hindi sakop ng photograph? Ibig sabihin yung mga litaw na tawag dito? Yeah, litaw na portion ng cardboard. Ito yung mga yung naka-yellow na kulay. Talaga ba? Na-gets mo, Casey? Thank you naman. Tama. Yes, 120. Kaya pala may mga 120 na minito kanina. Yes, tama. Kasi, ba't naging 120? We're going to subtract lang yung yung area ng photograph, which is 40 square centimeters, 10 by 4 is 40, from the area of the cardboard, which is 160. So 40 subtracted from 160 is 120 square centimeters. So that's it. So tama kayo, 120 square centimeters. So that will be all for this afternoon session of Matalino Day. So thank you for participating. Thank you for listening. And thank you for supporting ETUlay. So that has been our discussion on solving problems involving area of composite figures. So for the next 2 weeks, tama? 2 weeks na lang meron tayo for quarter 3. We're going to deal with surface area na ng solid figure. So yung next Friday, wala pang ganong competition kasi we're going to visualize lang how to derive or how to compute for the surface area, and then come the last meeting for the quarter 3, yun na yung may computation of surface area. So, maraming salamat ulit. Again, stay safe and stay healthy, everyone. And, of course, dahil this coming Sunday, Mother's Day na, nais kong batiin yung mga nanay ng Happy Mother's Day. Sila yung ating mga modern day heroes pa din. Happy Mother's Day po sa inyo. So, again, bye-bye and see you next Friday. So, bye-bye. Thank you and God bless everyone. Thank you for supporting.
Sigurado ako na marami ka na namang natutuhan sa ating ETUlay tutorial session ngayong araw. Tandaan, ito ay hindi lamang para sa ating mga mag-aaral, kundi pati rin sa ating mga minamahal na guro at mga magulang na kaagapay natin para maituloy ang pagkatuto sa kabila ng nararanasang pandemya. Patuloy ding sumubaybay sa DepEd TV para sa mga araling ginawang video episodes. Mapapanood ito mula Lunes hanggang Sabado, alas 7 ng umaga hanggang alas 7 ng gabi sa inyong mga telebisyon. Abangan sa Lunes mula 1:00 ng tanghali ang iba pang aralin sa ating ETUlay free online tutorial session sa Science. I-like and subscribe at manatiling nakasubaybay sa ating ETUlay tutorial session sa DepEd Edtech Unit FB page at Educational Technology Unit channel sa YouTube at sa DepEd Tayo at DepEd Philippines social media accounts. Paalam!